Dave Feinlieb here at Big Data Date Night with another episode of Big Data TV. Fedor is my guest. Fedor, I'm going to let you pronounce your last name.
Fedor Dzigelenko.
And talk a little about what you do at SurveyMonkey.
So I'm a director of analytics at SurveyMonkey. So basically our company is the largest provider of online surveys. And so obviously we collect lots of data, and I'm basically a data scientist there, trying to make sense out of that data and basically make people's life easier, and also make sure that the data which we're collecting is unique. And so cleaning the data is a big aspect of that. Also, we're looking at various patterns of users' behavior on the site, trying to improve the product that way.
And give us a sense of the volume and size of surveys and SurveyMonkey and how much data you're working with.
Yeah, you would be surprised, but comparing to other people here, actually, the size of our data is not that humongous. So we basically collect about 70 gigabytes of data per day. So last year we assembled about 25 terabytes of data. And so I think about 2 million responses per day is our rate. And so basically for now we're fine with using traditional relational databases, but certainly at some point we're going to probably consider some, more sex.
One more mic check. All right, go ahead. When you are.
Hi, I'm Dave Feinlieb here with another episode of Big Data TV, and we're here at Big Data Date Night. My guest is Chris Pouliot, Director of Algorithms and Analytics at Netflix. Chris, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks so much.
Chris, tell us a little about what you do at Netflix.
So I run a team of data scientists. It's a horizontal data science team that spans across all the business verticals. And we're trying to derive insights from big data and help to make better business decisions or help create a better user experience for our subscribers.
And diversity of people like you. Tell me a little about what kind of skills you have. What's your bio that enables you to do this job?
Sure. I think in general data scientists come from a very diverse background. In my case, I have PhD in physics, pretty much computational physics. So I think for data scientists it's important not to get carried away just with the sheer volume of data, but trying to concentrate on the insights which you can get from data, maybe in the simplest possible way. And so people should be, I think, curious in nature, looking for some natural patterns and not being intimidated by that huge amount of data, because I think at some point it becomes less and less. If you further split it in further segments, the data is not that big after all. In physics they try to simplify things as opposed to going in other directions. I think that's an important trait, trying to understand what drives the dynamics of a given system and why things happen, as opposed to just observing that they happen.
What are some of it's so great, just keep things simple is a great way to look at it, because I think it is easy to get overwhelmed by just the volume and all this.
Yes.
What are some of the insights you've had from people who fill out these surveys? What are some things that you've learned? I'm
actually relatively recent in this company, but the surprising thing for me is that it actually does matter how do you structure your survey, the number of questions, the number of specific, what they call matrix questions. All of that actually has a pretty big impact on the success of your survey. So people have to think very carefully about how they design that survey. Actually, SurveyMonkey helps them to do just that.
In designing a survey, is that number of questions? Is it how you ask the questions? Is it?
It's the number of questions, also the types of questions. I mean, again, they have this matrix questions, and sometimes it's hard to navigate through that survey. Also, you have to think how you want people to rate the survey. Because it could be like, I agree very much, don't agree, that's one way, or you can put some numerical scale. Actually, all of that has some impact on the success of your survey.
Great. Well, Fedor, thank you so much for being on the show.